Healthy Living in the Four Corners is brought to you by Southwest Eye Consultants, specialized medical and surgical eye care. When the windshield on your vehicle cracks or gets cloudy from tiny scrapes and scratches, you replace it. It's not that much different when it comes to the windshield of your eye, the cornea. The cornea is the clear layer that covers your pupil and allows light to pass through the lens to the retina. It's responsible for 65 to 75% of the eye's total focusing power. It also acts as a barrier against dirt, germs, and other particles that can harm inside the eye, and it filters out ultraviolet light from the sun, which can harm the inner lens and retina. When the cornea is damaged, scarred, misshapen, or plagued by ulcers, you lose your focusing power and the amount of light may be reduced, causing vision problems. That's when you may want to consider a corneal transplant.
There are certain disease processes that you're born with that you need to have a corneal transplant at some point in the future. And there's other things that happen after surgery or injuries that will require cornea transplants to get the best vision possible in the future.
More than 45,000 people a year undergo corneal transplants using corneas harvested from an organ donor. Artificial corneas made from plastic are available, but most come from human eyes, and the number of available donors is declining because of the popularity of LASIK surgery, which weakens the structure of the cornea. Nevertheless, the outpatient procedure is fairly simple and can involve replacing just the damaged layers of the cornea or the whole lens.
If you replace the entire thing, you cut out the center, and you cut out the center from the donor, and then you do a bunch of stitches and you put it back on. They're fairly successful. The one thing that's always on the reason that they fail is generally from rejection, which comes from any organ transplant. Usually with drops and different things, you can kind of keep that to a minimum, but it's always a risk. The ones that just do the certain layers of the eye have a lower risk of rejection, whereas the ones that have where you do the full thickness ones have a higher risk of rejection, but they're still fairly successful either way.
If you'd like to know more about corneal transplants, get in touch with Dr. Smith at swiconsultants.com. I'm Deborah Uroda for Healthy Living.